All right, so we see judges ordering COVID vaccinations as conditions in cases of bail, probation, even child custody. Let me first get your general thoughts on what we're seeing now that we're dealing with this pandemic.
So, I have views as a person and a citizen. I think everybody should get vaccinated. I understand the history of racism in medical care in this country. I understand people have different views. This has become a rather divisive issue politically. That's my view as a citizen, is that it's not about me. It's not about you as an individual. It's about all of us. But as a lawyer and law professor and somebody who cares about civil liberties, I think it's troubling that judges are using their power to order people to be vaccinated. I think it's inherently coercive, and the context is a system, a criminal legal system about which you just had a segment that is often arbitrary and unfair.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of coercive, some have argued that requiring the vaccinations as part of a condition as or for probation is coercive. I'd argue that the entire plea bargaining system is coercive. So how is this different?
I agree with you. I think the entire plea bargaining system is coercive. I think it's wishful thinking to imagine that somebody is making a decision of his or her own free will in the context of the enormous power of the state. I find it troubling. Now, legal ethics experts disagree, apparently. Apparently, this is a contentious issue about whether judges have the power at sentencing to condition probation upon being vaccinated and or pretrial to condition bail upon a person receiving the vaccine. I actually find both equally troubling. I think the bail situation is an easy one. People are presumed innocent, and you can't make freedom conditioned upon them getting vaccinated when the rest of the country is not forced to do so. And only because the person happens to be dragged into the criminal legal system, suddenly now does a judge have power over them. I suppose sentencing is a little bit different, but there too, I think it's coercive, and there's a very depressing and vivid history of racism in the criminal legal system with regard to medical intervention, especially medical intervention into the lives of poor Black people. Whether it was sterilization in Oklahoma. There's an irony there, since your last segment was about a guy on death row in Oklahoma. There was a famous case about forced sterilization of largely African American women in Oklahoma, and I'm not even talking about outside of the criminal legal system, Tuskegee experiments and so on. But I think for a judge to condition freedom, even at sentencing, on a person being vaccinated, raises the question about what it means to have bodily integrity as an individual in our society. Do we lose that bodily integrity and autonomy simply because we happen to be in the criminal legal system? Is that enough to justify forced vaccination when nobody else in any other context is forced to? Even in the employment context, there's sort of a choice if your employer requires vaccination. There are often alternatives of testing, for instance, in private industry.
Well, you pretty much answered my next two questions in terms of how this is fundamentally racist and whether the comparison of forcing folks to take the COVID vaccination to the forced sterilizations of Black and indigenous women is a fair comparison, and clearly you answered that. But despite being extremely problematic, as you put it, you think the orders mandating COVID vaccinations are legally sound. Can you explain why?
No, I don't think they're legally sound necessarily. I think they run afoul of the Due Process Clause of the United States Constitution. I think there needs to be much more process. Judges, don't have unlimited power. They can't, for example, condition probation in lieu of a jail sentence or a prison sentence on attending religious services because the Fourth Amendment um, requires a separation of church and state. Can judges, require invasive treatment as a condition of probation? So, for a while, about 20 years ago, this was raised in the context of child sexual abuse, whether a judge might have the power to order either surgical or chemical castration as part of a sentence in a child sexual abuse case. And then that was even more complicated when the question arose about whether an individual could accept as a plea bargain, in response to a plea offer by the state or the government, whether they could consent to that sort of sterilization for men, surgical or chemical castration. And the ACLU intervened, saying that, alleging that people have some right to their own bodily autonomy. That may seem like an extreme example, as may sterilization. I think it's a slippery slope. And I'm not convinced that such orders by judges are in fact legal.